3 years ago, I did a video on BELLATORES. I titled it A Next-Gen MMORPG Coming to PC in 2022. That's because really, that's all the information we had. That it was a next-gen MMO, and that they were releasing in 2022. Fast forward 3 entire years, it's now July 2025, and the first bit of life has been found. The game, after years of silence, has confirmed they are holding a closed beta test, which you can see on their website, the 8th of July, 2025. It's just a couple days from now. They have changed the entirety of their combat system. Now they are a full action combat and Unreal Engine 5 powered MMO. Now I have multiple things to discuss here, along with take a look at a several minute long gameplay video. That way we know whether or not we should be excited. That way you know whether or not you should bother wasting any time on this whatsoever. Now this is an MMO that some people are claiming is very similar to Chrono Odyssey. And that's because they both have a medieval fantasy style aesthetic. So I can definitely see the similarities. Back when I did my video on this 3 years ago, all we had were some small little clips that were uploaded directly to the website. This is taken directly from the BELLATORES YouTube channel. I mean, the abilities honestly look kind of good for a medieval MMO. The setting looks kind of good. That looks very much so like Throne and Liberty. Territory wars, siege wars, mass PvP battles, the ultimate medieval warfare. Okay, we're just gonna skip through this just so we can take a look at the combat specifically, or the gameplay itself. Just the gameplay.
제작하며 동료들과 협업해 강력한 몬스터에 맞서는 등 모든 활동을 유기적으로 연결하는 게 개발 목표입니다.
The world looks great.
플레이어가 단순히 경쟁에서 승리하는 것을 넘어 각자의 하고 때로는 경쟁하여 하나의 세계에서 살아가는 경험을 선사하고.
No, the world does look very pretty. This is a Korean MMO, so.
세계관은 중세 시대의 왕의 계승과
I mean, they don't typically tend to disappoint.
왕국이 몰락한 뒤 각기 다른 인형 일원으로서 삶을 시작하고 다양한 선택을 하게 됩니다. 각 가문은 고유한 가치관, 성장.
It is very interesting though that so many Korean MMOs typically tend to go like the old English medieval style route.
주요 특징은 숙련도 기반의 자유로운 캐릭터 성장입니다.
Here's like a, I guess this is like a path of exile, like talent tree or like skill tree system. Damn, that's extensive. Oh, that looks cool. That looks terrible. Those textures are horrible. Genuinely, those look. That needs rework. Okay. Different skill trees for different weapons.
제작 숙련도 역시
cool,
중요한
cool.
역할을 합니다. 숙련도에 따라 제작 효율, 자원의
Increasing
희귀
armor,
아이템의 제작
looks
확률
like
등이
armor,
달라집니다.
stats with armor, skills with armor, talents with armor.
플레이어 간 거래를
I mean, I do like that. Adds a whole lot of depth.
내용과 옵션이 달라지기 때문에 제작은 단순한 부가 컨텐츠가 아닌 성장과 커뮤니티의 연결하는 핵심 시스템입니다. 다만 상위 전문 숙련의 습득 수량에 필요한 것을 추가로 얻기 위해서는 플레이어 간 협력이 자연스럽게 필요하게 됩니다. 이는 MMORPG 본질인 커뮤니티 활성화로 이어지는 구조를 형성하도록 설계하였습니다.
벨라토 숙련도 하지 않고 각자의 플레이어
을 선보이게 됩니다. 전투
Real gameplay. Let's go. Here we go.
타이밍, 상태 이상, 디버프 조합 등을 고려해 플레이어가
Okay, does look bad.
스스로 설계할 수 있도록 구성하였습니다. 전투 중에는 무기 전환이 가능하며 무기마다 리듬감, 스킬 구성, 전략이 달라 전투 과정에서의 판단과 각기 다른 전투 스타일을 만들어.
Now this does have a classless system, which means that anyone can equip any kind of weapon, which I think is very cool. That looks very good. The abilities look very good. The classes look very good. The animations look very good. Some of the environments do not. Admittedly.
벨라토레스의 첫 CBT는
wow.
플랫폼을 통해서 진행될 예정입니다. 이번 테스트는
Although I'm going to be honest, this actually looks better than Chrono Odyssey's current version does.
일단 5가문 중 2개의 가문만 선택할 수 있어 분량이 많지는 않습니다. 하지만 저희가 개발에 우선하고 있는 논 타겟팅 전투의 기본 예정입니다.
이번 CBT를 시작으로 앞으로도 플레이어분들과 소통하
Okay. I mean, that genuinely looked pretty good, especially for a beta. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. MMORPG BELLATORES opens Korean closed beta test on Steam, has switched to action combat and Unreal Engine 5. Today, South Korean developer Nyo provided an update on its upcoming PC MMORPG. Don't worry guys, this is not a mobile game. Signups for a closed beta test to be conducted via Steam will be open on July 8th, while the actual closed beta test will run for 5 days from July 30th through August 3rd. In the closed beta test, players will be able to choose from 2 out of 5 playing noble houses. The test will focus on core content such as combat, progression, and the skill system, which sounds really cool. You can actually apply for this right now. It does say English language not supported, but that is because the game is in Korean right now. I'm hoping that English is added later. The CEO, Jung Hwang Kim, stated, "Through this CBT, we aim to evaluate whether BELLATORES delivers the gameplay experience we envision in collaboration with the players. We plan to actively incorporate player feedback." You might recall that we interviewed the studio CEO a while ago. Back then, the game was being made with Unreal Engine 4, so very much so like Ashes of Creation at the time. And its combat system was going to use tab targeting like the MMOs of old, so it's like Ashes of Creation. Now, however, as was noted, action combat, Unreal Engine 5, so a stark difference and improvement and a lot more potential overall. Like the MMOs of old, think EverQuest, World of Warcraft, and up to Star Wars The Old Republic or Final Fantasy XIV more recently. Now though, there have been major changes. Neo has switched to Unreal Engine 5 and also decided to go for a full-fledged action combat system with weapon switching, so maybe like Guild Wars 2, and stamina management playing a major role in fights. I actually hate that. I hate that. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys right now. I loathe stamina in action combat. I do. I just hate it. It's not good. I don't like it at all. BELLATORES will also innovate with its skill-based progression system. Here's what the producer Lee Gi-bike revealed in today's new developer diary. A key feature for BELLATORES is its mastery-based progression. Instead of following fixed class paths or a linear leveling system, players will accumulate mastery in different aspects of combat, survival, or crafting based on the weapons they use and the activities that they engage in. So maybe like herbalism or mining, or maybe like types of farming too. As you accumulate mastery and reach certain milestones, you'll unlock unique abilities or new combat styles. This approach to player progression will allow for players to experience different play styles that will change based on what masteries you acquire. It really genuinely will, which gives a lot of freedom for players, which I think has the potential to be really cool, but at the same time might be a contrasting difference to what players are used to, and that might not go over very well. Crafting mastery will also play an important role. Crafting efficiency, resource yields, and the chance to create rare items will all hinge on a player's crafting mastery. Oh no, I hate crafting though. Fuck me, dude. Furthermore, equipment won't be available as farming drops, but are gained exclusively through crafting or trading with other God damn it, dude. Crafting only. You don't get drops from bosses, you don't get drops from monsters, you don't get drops from dungeons. It's all crafting. Oh my god. I didn't like that about OG Blue Protocol. I'm not gonna like that about this either. Moreover, the appearance and stats of crafted items will vary depending on the creator's mastery. So the appearance of your item will change if you're better at it. Okay, making crafting not just an optional feature, but a core system that ties in player progression with the community. It's gonna be very craft-heavy MMO then. However, there will be a limit to how many expert masteries a single player can earn in BELLATORES, so you're gonna have to utilize alternate characters. It'll be impossible to obtain or handle everything on your own. To get everything you need, players will naturally need to cooperate with one another, or make alts, or play with a friend, or be like me, have a wife that could do the other stuff you don't want to do. This system was designed to encourage active community interactions, a core essence of MMORPGs, which sounds good to me. As such, players will be able to develop a personalized characters with unique identities based on their masteries, which in turn will affect combat, survival, crafting, economic, and political activities. The goal of the mastery system is to avoid forcing uniform content on all players, which is great in theory, but instead letting each player enjoy the role play they want based on their own play style. Cool. No, that sounds cool. Here are the minimum and recommended specs if you want to pause the video right now to take a look and see whether you're going to be able to even run it on minimum settings. BELLATORES will launch in 2026 in Russia. In Russia? Russia! This is a Korean MMO. Why is it launching in Russia first? However, the CEO of Neo confirmed that to WCCF Tech, the game is still seeking a Western publisher. We'll let you know when that changes. So fuck. It's gonna be Amazon. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.